What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for another BFR. Game 52 against the Florida Panthers. 30 games left in the season now. A noon game on February 1st, 12 o'clock on ABC, nationally televised. It was great until it wasn't. As the Hawks lose 5-1, they go to 16, 31, and 5. Shots were 44-25 Florida. It was one of those games, as is every game these days. Hits were 31-15 Florida. Faceoffs 36-35 Florida. Power play, Chicago goes 0 for 3. Florida goes 1 for 6. Mrazek saves 39 out of 44, and Bobrovsky saves 24 out of 25. In the first period, the Blackhawks say, we're going to score the fastest goal in franchise history and the fastest since 2019 in the NHL. 1953, Landon Slager, off just a little chip from Donato, breakaway goal. 1-0. Second of the season, second in as many games from Donato. Landon Slager, 1-0. And shock just reigns through as the Hawks just scored on the defending champion 7 seconds in. Little did we know they wouldn't score another goal the rest of the game, which made a lot of sense. 17-17, Chicago penalty to Dickinson for interference, which is killed. However, at 14:32, right after that penalty is, well, not right after, about 45 seconds after that penalty is killed off, Florida scores. It's Jonah Gadjevich, second of the season from Guerrier and Mikola to make it 1-1. Chicago challenges. I didn't actually have the game on at this point because I actually had a family event that I was at, so I could not watch the game until I watched the early parts of the first period. I saw the Slager goal. I left basically after 5 minutes, and then I didn't watch the rest of the game. So 14:32, Chicago penalty served by Donato for a failed coach's challenge. I don't think have the Hawks had one go their way this season. It seems like they haven't. 9:41, it's a Florida goal to Sam Reinhart with his 30th of the season from Barkov and Ekblad to make it 2-1 right after that. So not a power play goal, but at that point I knew the game was over because I still had the game on my phone. I was watching parts of it. 9 minutes, Florida penalty to Gadjevich for boarding, which is killed. We go to the second period. 16:01, it's a Florida penalty to Mikola for roughing. That is killed off. 7:54, Chicago penalty to Slager. It's a double-minder for high sticking. That is also killed off. Because at 7:22, it's a Florida penalty to Rodriguez for holding. So it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes before Florida goes back on the power play once Rodriguez's thing is expired. And at 3:31, it's a Florida goal to Matthew Tkachuk with his 17th of the season from Reinhart and Verhaeghe to make it 3-1. Third period, Florida says we're going to get as close as we can to what the Hawks did in the first. 19:50, so 10 seconds into the period, Evan Rodriguez scores his 12th of the season from Lundell to make it 4-1. 15:04, Florida penalty to Rodriguez for tripping, which is killed. 10:46, Chicago penalty to Mikheyev for high sticking. That is not killed as Florida scores on the power play at 10:23, 23 seconds into the power play. Carter Verhaeghe gets the power play goal with his 12th of the season from Reinhart and Barkov to make it 5-1. And 5:41, Chicago penalty to Colton Dach for tripping, which is also killed. So, all caught up with BFRs now. They got one win on that Southeast Coast road trip, so honestly, I'll take 1 out of 3, and they beat Tampa, so that's a win for me. In a pretty good spot to get a top 2 pick right now, unless someone else outside that wins the draft lottery. So it's not as strong of a draft, but still top 3 picks. I'll take that any day of the week. But yeah, that's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. With the NBA trade deadline getting so close, I'm wondering if the NHL trade deadline is going to be any as all busy as the NBA one, because we've seen in the NBA right now, the trade deadline there has been absolutely insane, and it doesn't even go, it's not even over until Thursday. So we'll see how much more is to come there. But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video once again, and I shall see you all in the next one. Have a good one.